Our search crew have pulled the body of a pregnant woman out of a stream in Edenvale. This brings the number of people killed in the floods to 7. Meanwhile, the search for a missing 3-year-old girl has been widened to include Hartbeespoort Dam in Northwest. The girl was swept away on Wednesday when the Janske River near Alexandra Township burst in banks. The number of searchers has been increased in a bid to find little Eva Chauke and bring closure to the family. The squatter households, with their lack of infrastructure, are often vulnerable to environmental changes. Now, people are moved from the area every year, but other shack dwellers soon replace them.
In terms of the girls that was swept away at Alex and Situatla, yesterday we did a search up until we reached Hartbeespoort. We couldn't find anything, unfortunately. We have our aquatic rescue team and other teams that would be joining us. We're starting there, going back to Hartbees to see if there's something that we have missed.
NN7 reporter Sindisiwe Twala joins us live from Alexandra. Welcome, Sindisiwe, to Ground Report. Now, we know that one of the spokesperson that was speaking on behalf of the family said that the family was finding it hard to face the reality. How far is the family doing at this moment?
A very good morning to you as well as the viewers at home, Vuyo. In terms of how the family is taking it, we heard that the family isn't taking it so well. We also, upon coming to Situatla, Alexandra, where this incident happened, basically people have been saying, neighbors have been saying that this is a tough ordeal, and a lot of them have been saying that they feel disheartened by this and they don't even believe that the child could be found. But the search team, Nana Khatebe from the EMS spokesperson has said or has assured that a team or rescue team is out in numbers trying to continue their search. We know that yesterday they went as far as Hartbees in order to try find the child, but to no avail. But shifting focus to other people that have also lost a lot of things in the floods that were happening, or in the rain that took place, destroying hundreds of different houses along the banks of Janske River, is with me Mr. Mashaba. A very good morning to you, Baba. Please, I'm going to speak to him in Vernac. Please tell us ukuthi baba kwenzakaleni lana ngoba ngiyabona indlu yakhe ayisekho nokuba khona la.
Mina indlu yami itekwe mati. Ani itirweni la kunchasa itirweni nifonelo isate no vuya ntanta fika lawa. Na unifika la nifika nicheka la ndweni yami kuma ku kare a chuma. Mathematics swa mina hinkwaswo. Mukumba mbedwa yini nyaka hinkwayo. Sweswi ni nga kwala nelerini ni yo sala na buruku yona yale ni nga mbala yele tsena na chumu na sato wa mina yo sala na xiketi xa hiwa ntsena. Se antive ena ni voni mpfuno lawani ko halexi va hi pfunaka hi xona. Mina na va famba va hi tsalisa va ya hala na hala ko halexi va hi pfunaka hi xona. A ni swi tivi ni fanekele ni pfuneka kwihi. Sweswi na na ndhawu yo tlela ni tlela kolomu mitini ya vanhu. Se a ni teki ni fanekele ni pfuneka kwihi. Mfumo a ku na decision wu tekaka ku endla ku hi pfuna hi kota ku vona ku endleka yini. Siku rin'wana na rin'wana vo hi teka va hi yisa laha. A hi fambeni mi ya phaka swakudya. A ni lavi swakudya a va ni kombi ndhawu yo tshama ni kota ku vona ku ni endlisa ku yini.
Manje baba ucabanga ukuthi nizawuthola usizo ngoba ngiyakubona uphathekanga kahle neze ngicabanga ukuthi nizawuthola usizo, maybe uthola istando futhi uthola indawo ngakha kuyo.
A ni swi tivi mhaka ku a ni hi langutiseli vo mfumo ku va kota ku hi pfuna. Mina a ni tivi nchumu, that's why u vona ni endla so futhi ene mati ma ho to vuya ma ta teka futhi. A ni wa vona ni beleli futhi mkhukhu lowu ku ndlela ku ni kota ku kuma ku tlela, mara a ni wa vona la i danger zone phela la hi nga kona. A ku shapo ndhawu leyo na ku save. Nkarhi wun'wana na wun'wana na matila loko ma fika phakati ka vusiku vo ma 8 or vo ma 10 a ku fanele ku fambe vanhu vo tala ngopfu. Wa sweswi a ni faneke ni ri hasati sweswi ni ku ni rila nkosi wusati wa mina u fambile. Wa vona ku i problem yele.
Basically, what Mr. Mashaba is saying is that his heart is basically painful because all he has left is the outfit that he has on him. His house has been destroyed. His belongings have been swept away by the floods that took place. And further on, he believes that all he needs is if he were to get a stand or something in order to rebuild his life. He's not even looking for precious belongings, but as long as he could have a roof over his head. But what we also saw, I'm also going to ask my cameraman to show you on the side, is that on our right-hand side, neighbors have donated a bunch of stuff in order to help him. Yes, for a lot of privileged people it does not look like much, but it's corrugated iron basically to form part of a roof, or maybe to help build him another shelter after this. But what we know is that his house has been destroyed. At the back of me also, I'm going to ask him to further show you. At the bottom is what remains of his house. My camera guy is going to show you. You can't see much because of the building You can't see much because of the clothes that are hung by the neighbors, but at the very bottom is what remains of the foundation of his house. He's a man distraught by what has happened, along with the parents of the 3-year-old child that have lost their child, that are hoping they'll find something, even if it's just remains of the child. Back to you in studio, Vuyo.
Now, Cindy, so we have heard that a woman was found, and this woman was pregnant. Has the family of, or rather a member of the family for the woman been told about these findings? Does anyone know who her name or family members in the area?
All we know as of yet is that this woman possibly could have been from Ekurhuleni, but we're still waiting for confirmation as to the identity of this woman and as to find out if family members have identified her or not. But what we're seeing is that as much as it's a Sunday, some people are going to church, some people are trying to rebuild their lives. We saw people hanging clothes, people washing what remained of their belongings. We also do know that people are still rattled, people are still finding their feet. So some have not even found out whether their family members have been found or not. We know that the death toll has also slightly increased. But yes, this is what we're basically looking at, the aftermath of a horrific couple of days for people of Alexandra.
To go, Cindy Sewer, we know that the area where these shacks are built in is a place where people are removed each and every year, but they still come back and rebuild these shacks in this foundation that is not stable. What has the government said about these issues? Have they even spoken to these people that have lost their belongings and have lost their family members?
Speaking to one of the very first neighbors that we spoke to along this area, is that they said that there's specific markings that were put on their houses. Basically, these markings symbolizing that the government acknowledges their existence and will find them alternative stands. What we do know is that in the previous dispensation, or in the previous government, they were also promised by their councillor that along the banks and about 3 different levels of houses will be removed and given alternative housing, because this area is not fit for people to live in. But what we are seeing is that some of these houses, even after the floods have taken place, even after everything has taken place, are still here, even past the previous dispensation. Some of these people are saying that they've even lost hope that they'll ever be moved. We know that not to just speak of the negative, but of the positive, some of the people that used to live here had been moved and given an alternative place, but this happened way before the incident on Wednesday.